Ooh, that volume is at max. Hell yeah! I've lost signal. It's not the hat. That's my bad. What is up, everybody? This is Kaz Danazan with Crash Productions, and we are here with another Atari video, so thank you so much for watching. Just to detail exactly what's happening, we are testing out the Atari Speaker Hat to see if it's practical and see how many types of uses we can get out of it. Not that you, of course, need a tutorial to wear a hat, but it has some interesting features in it that you might find of some use. For the record, I will be selling this specific hat on eBay as used for $50 and $10 shipping. Currently, the hat itself retails at $100 on Atari.com, but originally retailed at $125. So whether you get it from me or you get it from Atari themselves, you're still saving some money on this really awesome speaker hat. Now, I'm not necessarily doing an advertisement or advocating for it, but what I am advocating for is some independent artists who have given me permission to use their music for this video. So, after you've watched this video, at the end of it, I'll be doing some music samples from some of these bands and stuff that we've been listening to, and if it interests you, I encourage you to go to their YouTube channels in the description below to give them some support and to give their music a listen. So special shout out to Chase the Comet, MC Minority, and Slava Fedora for allowing me to use their music for this video. Without further ado, let's get into it. 7 days with an Atari Speaker Hat. One of the cool features about the Atari Speaker Hat is also the fact that it comes with a built-in microphone. Now, I didn't know about this until Ballistic Coffee Boy, another YouTube channel whose video I'll add to this in a minute here, called attention to it. So I can actually use this when recording on my Atari VCS to record audio. Now, I use my Atari VCS for video editing on the PC side, which the Atari VCS does not come with a built-in microphone, so I can use this to record a narration for one of my projects. Currently, what you're looking at is some choreography footage from a film project of mine called Agent Dax. In a couple seconds here, you're going to see me get my happy ass slammed on concrete. Boom! Just like that. And I'm actually recording this audio through the speaker hat as we speak. And as you can see, it's obviously detecting my voice through the hat with the green bar that's moving left to right here. So if you're a YouTube streamer, Twitch streamer, then maybe this might be ideal for you because it's a hands-free mic and speaker and it looks nice. That is amazing. Shout out to Andrew Allen and his buddies Secrets Repeat. I mean, his band. His band, Secrets Repeat. That is incredible. On the other hand, if you're deciding that you want to work on your vehicle, it's a perfect thing to have for hands-free. To be completely honest with you, if you're working on a car, you shouldn't have headphones in your ears to begin with in the first place. So this is oddly convenient, and it's also useful for blocking out of the sun, so there's a positive there, but that's also stating the obvious. The hat itself is relatively ideal. Would definitely not recommend listening to headphones while working on your car because you're going to want to be aware of your surroundings, but for something like this, I feel like it's very useful. With that in mind, let's go ahead and take this car on the road and see how it fares with the top down. Alright, so I currently have the speaker hat on maximum volume, and I'm giving a test drive to one of my project cars. I'm driving around in a 92 Geo Metro convertible. Very underappreciated car, by the way. But anyways, I'm just driving around in my in my town, testing out the speaker hat, seeing if it's ideal. Honestly, sound quality when you have it turned around is pretty good. I think it really depends ultimately on the type of music that you're playing. One thing that I've noticed is that the speaker hat doesn't handle treble very well. So I'm just kind of going on a leisurely stroll, seeing how it holds up, switching through some music. Right now, I'm playing New Year by a buddy of mine, MC Minority. So shout out to him. So far, honestly, quality's pretty good. It's not something that I have a distaste for. Perhaps the hat itself is not ideal. For something like this, when you're in a car that doesn't have a sound system and you want a hands-free experience, I can definitely say that it does its job. So for this particular part of the video, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. But if you're in the middle of nowhere, then you should be just fine. Alright, so right now we are actually leaving from the set of Agent Dax. I'm with a couple friends here, testing out the Atari Speaker Hat in the back. Let's get some little outside perspective. How does the music sound behind me?
Pretty good. Yeah.
What would you say that it's too loud, too quiet? I know it sounds different on camera, but
Well, I feel like for a hat, it's decent.
I was coming from the hat or the bag?
it's coming from the hat itself. The
Oh, okay.
speakers are right up underneath here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I mean, for a hat, I don't think
Pretty
it's
decent.
that bad.
It keeps you from having to wear like earphones.
So now you're hearing it not just from me, but from also some acquaintances of mine. I have the speaker hat turned off just to kind of conserve battery. It's actually lasted me a full day without really dying. I mean, I've not been blaring through it, of course, you know, trying to kill the battery. If you leave it idle long enough, it'll cut off and protect itself, you know, from battery drainage. But, I wanted to call attention to something in particular about the hat. So, I'm the kind of guy that likes to wear my hat backwards, right? And the speakers, of course, are in the brim. So what that usually means is that the way that our ears are designed, right? We're supposed to we're supposed to pick up sound that comes towards us, not really from behind us. So when you have it behind your head versus whenever it's in front of your head, oddly enough, you can kind of hear a significant difference, even though it's still right at your head. So currently what I'm listening to right now happens to be Young and Beautiful by Chase the Comet, which is a published independent band, which is owned and operated by two of my close friends, Alex and Nika. So special shout out to them. If you want to, go ahead and check out their album at chasethecomet.com, or you can go and find them on YouTube. It's worth the listen. Now, all we're really trying to do by going up to the store is just, I'm going to go in, I'm going to buy a drink, I'm going to see if anybody notices the hat. If so, I'll record the conversation, you know, calling a little bit of attention to it, and seeing how intrusive it is. I'm currently on half volume. I don't want to go any more than that because it just seems downright rude to walk into a public place just blaring music out of a hat. Although, I'm pretty sure nobody's going to be like, well, that's normal, you know? They've probably never seen that happen before. So let's find out. It's coming from my hat.
Oh,
That's cool, ain't it?
yeah. Where you got that from?
I got it from Atari. Atari.com. Yeah, it's on clearance for like $40 right now on their website.
Hey, bro, Bluetooth hat?
Yeah, I'm doing a little vlog.
Jesus.
Sorry, man. Wasn't trying to get you on camera.
Oh, no, you good?
But, yeah. Anyway, see you.
Yeah, I thought I was playing on the phone.
No. See, look, here. I'll do this. All that extra hair.
Oh, that's actually kind of nice.
Yeah? Mind if I film you? You cool if I film you?
Oh, yeah.
So what do you think about it?
Oh, yeah, actually kind of nice.
Right?
Yeah.
Pretty real?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, hello. What's up? What's up?
What's up, world?
What's up, world? I wish I could wish I could hang out with y'all, but I got work to do.
Alright, I'm gonna take that back from you. Alright, now. Hey, I'm gonna catch y'all around.
Alright, have a good one.
So, we have success. So far, nobody was offended by the music coming from the hat. Although it's not ideal, I don't encourage anybody to just go into a public place and just blast it full to the max. But some people assumed, of course, that it was coming from my cell phone. So, there's that. It seemed more logical to approach a friend about it rather than to approach just a random customer and be like, hey, look at this shit, you know? Because that's just weird. So don't go out and do that. But anyways, honestly, the hat itself, it's pretty good. I definitely think that the speaker needs to have some more oomph. There's a few things that I've noticed with the audio. It depends really on the song that you're listening to. So whenever you're producing music, you know, sometimes you have to have things leveled out because on the left side you'll end up getting just the instrumental, and on the right you'll just be getting audio. And if one is louder than the other, or one is more powerful than the other, or the way that it's encoded, one or the other could cancel each other out. And that's only on very few songs. I'll give you guys a visual example for that here in a moment, but otherwise, it does exactly what it sets out to do. Now, I don't imagine, you know, that you're going to be using this for anything other than recreational, you know, for your own time, your own space, you know, whatever may have you. But, I'd say give it a try. It's a nice little novelty. I don't advise spending $100 on it, but for 40 bucks, it was worth it. Turn that down for just a minute here. So what I'm currently listening to right now is from my buddy Slava Fedora, Into My Sanity, from Faceless Notes of Agony, which I'll include the full album down below. This is a collaborative effort that he did with his sister, and he's the guitarist for this band. But coming up on day 7, I want to go ahead and give my final thoughts on the Atari Speaker Hat. My thoughts on this is that the hat itself is very convenient. It definitely meets a lot of personal needs. It's a nice novelty. It's fun to have. The sound quality is pretty good. I've heard a lot of people compare it to sounding kind of like a megaphone almost whenever you're walking past it. But I think that whenever you're wearing it this way or even this way, I think really what it comes down to is the only one who really needs to hear it is yourself, right? Personally, when it's not maxed out and it's not blaring, it's nice to have this. It almost feels like you're having a surround sound but around your head. It's probably a weird way to describe that, I'll be honest with you. But it has some limited features that kind of doesn't make it stand out from other alternatives. Ultimately, when you buy this hat, you're buying it for the sake of novelty. And if that's for you, well then, look in the description below because that's where we have the link for it. I would recommend somebody at least giving it a try. The reason why I'm selling it is because I just don't have any practical uses for it. It's a nice novelty, I've said that before, it's got good quality, it fits great, it's very comfortable, and it does what it's designed to do. I just don't know if I can feel comfortable with a $100 price tag for a speaker hat. I guess it really comes down to like what all went into manufacturing this and the company having to sell it to make their money back. But then again, this is also coming from the same company that sold a Swarovski crystal studded jacket for $300 over the holidays. Good on them, and hopefully, if I don't, somebody will win that VCS encrusted Swarovski crystal from J5, whatever the name of that company was. But the point is when you drop your money into this, you're really dropping it into novelty, and that depends on what that value means to you as a consumer. But anyways, I've been Kaz Denizon, and this has been 7 days with an Atari Speaker Hat. Do I recommend it? I think if I had to put it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it an 8 as a whole, simply because it's good quality. And I think you'll find the same should you pick one up. Anyways, thanks for watching. Take it easy.